Hello and welcome to the Supercast. I'm your host, Superintendent Anthony Godfrey. It is a beloved tradition at Bluffdale Elementary School, now in its 8th year. On this episode of the Supercast, we take you inside an educational celebration called Brasilandia. Hear how this event helps students use and develop new skills in Portuguese, and it provides a sample of Brazilian culture and food that everyone has grown to love over the past decade. We're here with Edson and Jessica at Bluffdale Elementary School. Edson was the Teacher of the Year for Bluffdale Elementary, and Jessica is the first Teacher of the Year for DLI district-wide. So congratulations to you both, and thank you for inviting us here today for the festival. Tell us a little bit about what the Portuguese Dual Language Immersion Festival is all about today.
All right, thank you so much for coming today. And this Brasilandia started more than 8 years ago with the former DLI teachers in our school. They had this whole idea to have the students engaged in the activities that are usually played in Brazil and in some other Portuguese-speaking countries. And after some years, we decided to have 6th graders managing and being the leaders in this group. So now they are the leaders, engaging the little students to speak even more Portuguese.
That's fantastic. Tell me a little bit about the activities that are planned for today.
So they have 10 activities, 10 stations all over here the field, and then the teachers, the DLI teachers, they organize the kids in 10 groups. So they rotate in these 10 activities. We have peteca, we have pular corda, bambolê, futebol, the authentic soccer, like the futebol Brazilian soccer. And we have the jogo do balde and other activities that are typical from Brazil. And then after they play here for about an hour or so, they go back to their classrooms to taste some of the authentic Brazilian food, to have a small taste of what it tastes like. And then they enjoy with their classmates in the classroom and dance some songs from Brazil as well.
So you're going to appeal to all of the senses today.
Yes.
Tasting, and listening,
dancing,
and all kinds of things.
Speaking, yeah.
So tell me about some of the activities going on. Let's talk about probably the most traditional activity, one that listeners might be least familiar with.
So we have peteca. It's something similar to badminton, but it's usually in Brazil, since it's connected to some indigenous culture origins. So they keep playing like in a group or in two people, and then they keep like throwing that to one another. So usually when we see the peteca, we can see some feathers on the top.
Yeah, very colorful feathers. Is that a weight on the bottom of it?
Yeah, that is a weight on the bottom, yeah.
And so you're throwing it to someone while they are hula hooping?
Oh, that's the kids, they are like really creative. So they are like using the hula hoop to play in a different way.
Okay.
So we just hold one side and then we just throw
so you hold it just under the feathers. Am I doing this right, guys?
Yes.
All right. And then you hit it?
Yeah.
So you're hitting it to each other. Oh, it's like hacky.
There you go.
Hey, I got 3 in a row. That felt okay. So it's like hacky sack with your hand, and it has feathers on top of it.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you guys were adding hula hoop to it as well?
Yeah, so you can like hula hoop like this, and then you could try to like hit it into the hula hoop.
Okay.
They are creative.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! All right, I made it. I did not see this and think, you know what, I need to find a way to make this more challenging. But you did, and somehow, okay, let's try this. Somehow it's a whole new game. Oh, hey, 2 in a row. All right, I'm stopping there because I'm ahead. All right, that was fun. Thank you, guys. This looks, well, the kids are having a blast, that's for sure. And soccer, of course, is a very important sport in Brazil.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Very
huge in Brazil.
traditional.
Yeah.
We play here like in twos, so we have like this small set of goals, so they can play and take turns. Like groups of 5 or 6 students that can play easily in this setup. And of course, this is very popular. They love this station here.
Yeah. These
I
kids
love
are
the
good.
connections that they make, like the American football, the Brazilian soccer. So
Yeah.
it's nice to play both.
Yeah,
to
that's
learn.
wonderful.
Yes.
Now, you told me about the 6th graders running things. How did the event change once you put the 6th graders in charge?
So it changed because I could observe the students more engaged to participate, and they were like, "Oh, we are the leaders now. We are like on the
Yeah.
top of the elementary
Exactly.
grades
good.
here." So we are engaging these little kids to speak the Portuguese language that they have been studying since 1st grade, and they are the ones organizing like the posters. They drew, they colored the posters, so they did everything. Like the games that we were organizing, they were like setting up yesterday in my classroom. Like, okay, teacher, we have enough games here, so we need some more here. So today, this morning, they were carrying everything outside, so they were leading everything. So
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's another layer to
Yeah.
the experience they're having and the opportunity for leadership and.
Yeah.
yes, speaking in Portuguese, that's what we do.
All
Like,
in
they
Portuguese,
know,
yeah.
they know that
Right.
when they talk to the teacher, it needs to be in Portuguese. So that's the situation. Like the talk and questions and everything needs to be in Portuguese.
That's
Like,
really cool.
Yeah.
So important.
Now you teach 1st graders.
Right,
So you
right.
teach them right from the start.
Yes.
And we were talking earlier about how they will listen and then suddenly, bam, the words start coming out of their mouths. Tell me
Right.
about watching that evolution where someone comes in and doesn't speak any Portuguese perhaps, and then by the end of the year, talk to me about that transformation.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the growth. And in settings like this, where they are open, they are free to use and to put in practice everything that they learned, it's so amazing to see how they can create. Because in the classroom, we see a lot of growth, but they are comfortable with the setting, they are comfortable with the materials, they know their routine. But here is a completely new situation, it's a real life situation for them. So they come with language, they have to come with everything that they learn and put in practice and solve their problems here, communicate what they want to communicate in the games and talk to their friends here. So it's a huge jump when you see what they are doing in class. Okay, they can do their math, they can do their science,
Right.
they can use their sentences, but they also can communicate and solve problems here in a real life situation.
A real world application
Yes.
for what they're learning.
Yes.
It's really cool. And what I understand is that there is a high retention rate. Once someone comes into the program, students tend to stay in the dual language Portuguese
That's
program here at
correct.
Bluffdale.
That's correct. Yeah, they feel that they belong to this program, to this community, and they create like strong connections with friends and with the teachers. And I like that as they like go from grade to grade, they know that this event is coming up and they are getting ready. They are familiar. We change some of the games throughout
Right.
the year, so they can experience different games, not all the same. And the 6th graders, of course, they get ready for middle school. They can do their work on their leadership, on their protagonism to get ready for middle school.
Tell me, how did we get so fortunate to have you in Bluffdale, Utah, teaching Portuguese in a dual language immersion program? What brought you to Bluffdale Elementary?
So Jessica and I, we are from the same state in Brazil, Paraná. So we were living in different cities, but we connected here. So that's where we are learning together. We had this agreement between Utah and the state of Paraná. So both Utah Board of Education and the Board of Education from Paraná, they have this agreement where they can bring some teachers to teach here in Utah and have this experience. So we can come and stay for 3 years, or we can stay longer. So that's what we decided, to stay longer because we love doing what we do here.
Yes.
I'm so glad you decided to stay longer. I'm so glad you decided to come here. It's no wonder you are both award-winning teachers. Thank you for providing these incredible experiences throughout the year for these students.
Thank you. We
Thank
feel
you so
honored
much.
too. It's a pleasure to be here, be able to do our job, like work as a teacher as we were doing in Brazil, but in a different country, and being able to work with our own language, it means a lot to us. So
Well,
we feel very fortunate.
It's a huge positive impact for these students, so thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
coming.
much.
Yeah.
Stay with us. When we come back, More with Bluffdale Elementary School and their dual language immersion program.
In Jordan School District, we like to support students in and outside the classroom, along with their families. That's where the Jordan Family Education Center comes in, offering support services and a wide variety of classes for students and their families free of charge. You can take a class called Blues Busters for children feeling sad or worried. Just Breathe is a class that helps students reduce stress. Or how about a class that supports parents in helping their children make and keep good friends? There are also support groups and free counseling, all provided by Jordan School District school psychologists and counselors. To find out how you can benefit from free family support services offered by the Jordan Family Education Center, call 801-565-7442 or visit guidance.jordandistrict.org.
We're talking now with a few students in the program here at Bluffdale Elementary. Tell me your name, what grade you're in, and what you love most about the DLI program.
My name is Welling. I'm in 3rd grade, and the thing that I like most about the DLI program is that I get to learn another language, and lots of my relatives went to Brazil for their mission, and so I got to speak with them.
My name is James. I'm in 3rd grade, and my favorite thing about the DLI program is I can know lots of different things in different languages, including math and reading, and so that I can talk when I go to Brazil if I go.
Hi, my name is Frankie, and I'm in 3rd grade, and my favorite thing about the DLI is that you can have your own secret language around your family if they don't know Portuguese, and you don't, like, whenever you're mad at somebody, you're like, oh, and you can only say it in Portuguese and they won't understand it.
Wow. Okay.
My name is Piper, and I'm in 3rd grade, and I just love how I get to learn about the Brazil culture, and that's why I love the DLI a lot.
Tell me, I don't speak any Portuguese at all. Tell me a favorite word, or tell me a sentence in Portuguese.
Olá.
What does that mean?
Hello.
Oa?
Olá, hello.
Hola. Okay. How about you? Can you teach me a word or a phrase?
Eu amo matemática.
Is that I love math?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Okay, say it again.
Eu amo matemática.
Eu
Eu amo matemática.
amo matemática. Okay.
I like this word, and it's I don't remember what it's called in English, but it's parallelepípedo. Parallelepípedo.
Parallelepípedo. I can't say it like you do. What does it mean?
It means cobblestone. I don't
Cobblestone.
know why. I don't know why I like it.
That is a cool word. That is a cool word.
Yeah.
How about you?
Eu amo português, which is I love Portuguese.
I love Portuguese. Fantastic. So, are you guys excited about learning Portuguese all the way through middle school and into high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
And do your friends speak Portuguese outside of school? Do you speak Portuguese with people who are in the program?
I speak it with my dad. That's it.
Oh, you speak it with your dad, so your dad speaks it. Is there anyone at home or any friends you speak with?
I could speak it with my brother that also goes here.
Oh, yeah? Oh, good.
Speak it with my 2 brothers that do the DLI, my dad, and most of my friends.
And you said you talked to family members that have gone on missions that now speak Portuguese?
Mm-hmm. And also I talk to my friends at soccer because they're in 2nd grade in the DLI.
What would you say about the teachers in DLI?
Super nice, and they helped me a lot.
They helped me learn the Portuguese language, and they were really nice when doing it. They didn't yell at me if I got something wrong.
What I've noticed myself doing is that I've been improving on Portuguese and on math. And what I love about my teachers is that if I do something wrong, they'll help me through it. And even if I don't understand it, they'll still help me. And then eventually I'll start to understand and learn how to do it.
What I loved about my teachers is how they helped me know that mistakes are proving that you're trying to do something.
I love that. It sounds like you're all learning a ton. Tell me, how do you say goodbye and thank you?
Ciao, obrigado.
Ciao, obrigado. Thank you very much. Thanks for talking with me. Ciao.
Ciao.
We're talking now with a couple of parents who have 2 students in the program. Introduce yourselves and tell me about your experience.
So Andrew Bateman, my wife Lucy Bateman. I served my mission in Brazil, speak Portuguese. My wife's from Brazil, so Portuguese has been a big part of our life.
And it used to be our secret language at home, where we could, talk about what presents we were going to get them for Christmas and their birthdays until they became fluent because of this incredible program. So they, our 2 oldest go to Bluffdale Elementary School. One's in 3rd and one's in 1st grade. And we have our 3rd daughter starting kindergarten, and we want all of our kids to go through the program because the teachers are phenomenal. I love that each of them are from a different part of Brazil, so my kids get all of the different accents, and that's how you know they're truly fluent.
Oh, the different accents.
They understand
Yeah.
all, and they're so different from the northern part of Brazil, southern part of Brazil, central. The way they pronounce things is completely different, and my kids can understand them all. And I still have grandmas that live in Brazil, and my kids will FaceTime them and just fluently speak Portuguese to them. And what we love also about the program is not just the language exposure, but also the cultural exposure.
Well, to be able to understand different accents, not just the language,
it's cool.
but different variations of the language is pretty amazing. That is a deep level of understanding.
Yeah.
And your grandmas must love talking with these kids.
Oh, they love it. And then we went to Festa Junina. It's like this big party that happens all over the country in the month of June. On Friday at the high school in Riverton.
Yeah.
And my daughters were dancing, dances from the northern part of Brazil that I never learned as a kid growing up because I'm
In
from
Brazil.
Rio. Yeah. And I graduated high school in Brazil, but it was like Rio and Sao Paulo. So they're learning about regions that I didn't even learn as a kid. And we sent videos to my family, and they were so excited and so proud. And anyway, so we just got our passports because our kids renewed their passports because our kids are dying to go to Brazil now.
Wow.
And order the food by themselves and talk to other kids in Portuguese. Because last time we went to Portugal, a country that speaks Portuguese, they didn't know the language yet. So now they're dying to go. And so
when they go to Brazil, it'll feel like it's a country built just for them.
Yeah, exactly.
They will.
And they'll feel like they're part of it.
Well, thank you very much for talking with me.
Yes. You bet.
And hopefully lots of parents can hear this and sign up for the program as well. Even if you don't have a connection to Brazil or the Portuguese language, this is a deeply enriching program for students. And like you said, fantastic teachers, top to bottom.
Oh, yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Just to be able to speak another language is
and
huge.
There's a huge Brazilian community in Utah. There's lots of Brazilian restaurants and stores. And to be able to connect with more people and talk to more people that don't just speak English is already such a gift.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Well, thanks very much for your time.
You bet.
Yes,
hey, thank you.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Supercast. Remember, education is the most important thing you'll do today. We'll see you out there.